For this episode of our retrospective, we'll be looking at the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Now, the film combines two segments, The Wind in the Willows and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Now, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow is a classic folktale, while The Wind in the Willows is a novel written by Kenneth Grahame. Now, both The Wind in the Willows and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow were originally planned as full-length features, but shortened because neither of them could actually be made into a feature. Anyway, the first segment is The Wind in the Willows, which follows Mr. Toad, a maniac driver who sells his house to Mr. Winky and a gang of weasels, and he tries to revive his house back. The next segment is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, which follows Ichabod Crane, the new schoolmaster of Sleepy Hollow. He falls in love with a girl named Katrina who looks a lot like Cinderella, as we'll see in the next episode. And after ending a party at her house, it gets chased by the Headless Horseman. Now, the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, Ode has probably had one of the most popular rides in the Disney theme parks. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which opened in Disneyland and in 1955 and opened in Walt Disney World in 1971. The Disney World version is now closed and replaced by Pooh Bear. Now, before going any further, I have to discuss the characters of the film. Of course, we have Ichabod Crane, Katrina, Brom Bones, aka the Headless Horseman, maybe. And that's a theory that Brom Bones is actually the Headless Horseman, who's just trying to scare Ichabod. Then there's Mr. Toad, Ratty, Molly, Mac Badger, and Winky. Now, before going any further, a Legend of Sleepy Hollow ride was actually planned for Walt Disney World, but scrapped. The ride would open with guests spinning into the party already in the film. Guests would then see Brom Bones singing by the fire, just like in the movie. Oh yeah, and did I mention that the Headless Horseman does make constant meet and greet appearances? And then you would get caught in the chase by the Headless Horseman at the end. That should cover the adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. In the next episode, we'll cover Cinderella.